Good afternoon. My name is Bridget O'Shaughnessy and I'm a recruitment manager with Teach for America. I'm so excited to be with you today. I want to say thank you for having me. So I'm here to talk about Teach for America and why we exist and what we do. So I'm going to talk a little bit about that why first. Teach for America seeks to be a part of the solution to what we see as a really pressing problem facing our nation, which is educational inequity. Simply put, educational inequity is the divide or the gap between students of color and students from low-income communities compared with their affluent and white peers. So we know that students of color and students from low-income communities have less access to quality education, less opportunity to attain that education, and then achieve less compared with their white and affluent counterparts. So some statistics up here demonstrate that gap or that divide. So 17% of Black 8th graders are proficient or above in reading or math, compared with 45% of white 8th graders. So when you think about that, that's 3 times as many white students who are proficient or above compared with their Black counterparts. So the same or a similar statistic is true for Latino students. So Latino 8th graders are proficient or above in reading or math at 22%, compared with 45% of their white counterparts. So again, about a 2 times difference. Another really wicked aspect of this problem is that the problem only worsens the longer you are in school. So in 4th grade, the disparity between low-income students and high-income students is 1.5 years, whereas in 8th grade, it's up to 3 years. So as you go on in school, the opportunity for success actually decreases rather than increases, which makes it almost impossible to catch up, and then you are unable to enroll or finish college in most instances. So inequity is probably not unfamiliar to you as a healthcare organization and as an aspiring healthcare professional. So you know that in healthcare, in addition to education, inequity persists across the United States. People in the lowest income brackets are far more likely than in the highest income brackets to be at risk for various health factors like child and maternal health concerns. So again, Teach for America seeks to be a portion of that solution. Our mission is that one day all children will attain an excellent education, and we serve 51 different communities in the classroom in order to do that. We believe that in order to close that opportunity gap I alluded to, a quality classroom teacher is a critical component. So we place core members, which would be you, in classrooms for 2 years. You have a day-to-day life as a teacher, and then you also receive leadership development and education training from Teach for America. I served as a core member in Tulsa, Oklahoma for 2 years. I taught 4th and 5th grade math to 99 amazingly intelligent, beautiful scholars. And my experience was extremely impactful for me in 2 different ways. First, it was great just to see the trajectories of my students change as we grew together in math 2 years on average. And then second, I really developed as a leader, so that leadership training that I was talking about. While I was in Teach for America, I got training on things like how to solve problems, how to work across lines of difference, all things that you would use as healthcare professionals when making a diagnosis, working with other doctors or nurses to solve problems and come up with treatment plans. So it's a really transferable experience in addition to the fact that you do amazing work on a day-to-day basis. So we have another one of our core beliefs is that in order to solve for one day, we need people in all sectors. So should you go on to medical school or dental school or anything like that after your core experience, we have had alumni who have done the same. We have people who work in law, business, the list goes on and on. There are actually 2 articles in the back that I printed out. I have copies for everyone about 2 different alumni who are now medical students at Boston University and Northwestern who talk about their experience and how Teach for America helped them to be better doctors. Our next application deadline, if you are interested in joining our coalition and helping to work for one day, is February 1st. In addition to those articles, I have info cards in the back with my contact information, the link to apply. Please reach out if you have any questions. Thank you so much for your time.